Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Radha Gopinath Radhe Jaya Radha Damodara Radhe Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. Is the presentation seen? Hare Krishna, everybody. So I'm very, very thankful and grateful to the temple management for giving us all this opportunity to glorify, to hear Krishna's pastimes. That too in this month of Kartik, which is very, very glorious. So welcome to this 13th day of Kartik month, or Damodar month as is popularly known for all of us. So they say that Kartik month is very, very glorious and most loved by the Lord. See, he also gives benedictions very, very easily for those who perform some devotional service. So we are gathering here to glorify and listen and remember the wonderful pastimes of the Lord. So Hare Krishna, I am also very thankful to the management for giving me this opportunity today to speak, to glorify the Lord's two pastimes. So it is told in Bhagavad Gita by Krishna himself, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo vedataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti swarshna. So Krishna is telling that one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. Same is confirmed by Kunti Maharani also in her prayers. And what does she say? Shrunvanti gayanti grunanti abhikshanaha smaranti nandanti tavehitam janaha ta eva pashyanti achirena tavakam bhava pravaho paramam padambusham. So she says, "O Krishna, those who continuously hear, chant, and repeat your transcendental uh, activities or take pleasure in others doing so, certainly see your lotus feet, which alone can stop the repetition of birth and death." So today we will glorify the pastimes, two pastimes of Krishna. First one is the Brahmana's wives are blessed. And the second one is how Krishna rescues his father NandaMaharaja from Varuna-Deva's place. Okay. So as Krishna's pastimes go, even during the Damodara Leela, when Sukadeva Goswami is mentioning once upon a time. So like that, once upon a time, when Krishna was there in Dwapar Yuga, Krishna, or there were 12 vanas, even now there are 12 vanas, there are 12 vanas in Brajamandal, Brajadam. And Krishna, what he used to do every day, he used to go to different vanas with his cowherd boys, boyfriends, and also with the cows. So they used to leave the cows for grazing, and they used to sit and play with each other or dance and enjoy the whole day. And in the evening, when evening comes, they used to come back home. So wherever they are for their lunch, Yashoda Maya used to send their lunch box because she used to know where they are. So this particular day, what happened? Krishna just actually took a different route. We know Krishna never does only one activity at a time. He's multitasking. All the time he has to do so many things. So Krishna, what he did, he strayed away towards Mathura. Okay, he's very close by towards Mathura. And what he did, he went there, and this is a place where there are no fruit trees. You won't find any fruits over there or any eatable trees over there. So naturally they are, and Yashoda Maya doesn't know where these people have gone. So she couldn't send the lunch box for them. And the cowherd boys, now when it is time for, after playing so long, they are very hungry. Actually, if you see that the cowherd boys are not hungry, they actually came with a boon. They asked for a boon. Oh, we have to go down in the Bhumandala with Krishna. Then we want one boon. And what is that? We should not feel hungry unless and until Krishna is hungry. We should not feel thirsty unless and until Krishna is thirsty. So they will enjoy the pastimes with Krishna. And see, remember the Govardhan Hill pastimes when Krishna raises the Govardhan Hill. For 7 days, 7 nights, nobody is eating, nobody is hungry, nobody is thirsty. Yeah. So actually, the cowherd boy shouldn't get hungry and thirsty, but because Krishna wants this, because Krishna is hungry, so they are thinking. One of the acharyas are explaining, like, if somebody comes to our house, do we say, okay, I have made this, would you like to eat? Please have something. So what the guest will say, no, I don't want, I'm happy. He's like, hesitant to say yes. Correct? So, but if you say, oh, I am so hungry, I made this, come, let's have it together, then the guest also will be very happy. He will say, yeah, let's have it. And they will have. So the cowherd boys are thinking similar way. Cowherd boys are thinking that Krishna is hungry, but because they didn't speak, no, so Krishna is also not saying. So if we say we are hungry, then Krishna will also eat with us. So what they did, they are saying to Krishna, oh Krishna, oh Rama, they are calling the shloka is that, oh Rama. For Balarama and Krishna, both they are saying, you have killed so many demons, right, from your childhood, from your birth. Please kill this demon of hunger, which is there in our stomach. They're calling hunger as a demon. So many demons, kill this hunger, no. Give us some food. There are no fruits available here. Immediately Krishna is smiling and Krishna says, oh, okay, you're hungry, fine. Then he says, okay, you go here from here straight, and there are these brahmanas over there. Okay, and they are doing some sacrifice, Angi Rasa sacrifice. So Krishna mentions that, okay, Angi Rasa sacrifice. And for what is this sacrifice done? This sacrifice is done to go to the heavenly planets. You get upgraded from the earthly planet to the heavenly planet. So the brahmanas are doing that kind of sacrifice. So you go there and you tell them, what you tell them? He's telling, tell them to declare Balarama's name first. He says to cowherd boys, go tell them that Balarama has come and also Krishna has come. First you tell Balarama's name, then you tell my name. Okay, then you go and ask them. And then he warns them actually. Just see, remember, okay, you are beggars and beggars should be always tolerant. They should not get angry. Beggars should always be tolerant. And he also reminds them that they are very, very learned Brahmanas, okay? They are very learned. Actually, these cowherd boys, they are very simple, no simpletons. So when he said, oh, they are very learned, so immediately, even when normally also when you say that somebody is very learned, what will happen? They become so humble, right? We give them more and more respect. Same way the cowherd boys are also giving very much respect to the Brahmanas. So they went to the Brahmanas place, and some of the cowherd went to us. And the cowherd boys who went there, they are seeing the Brahmanas. They are, busy in doing their sacrifice. Yeah, and these gopas, they ignored them completely. But still, these gopas, what they did, they bowed down, paid obeisances, and then they are humbly talking to the Brahmanas. Our Balaram and Krishna have come there, so they are hungry. Can you please give some food? Yeah. So, but the Brahmanas, what they are doing, they are ignoring completely. Now, there is a reason why Krishna is telling Balarama's name first. You know why? Because Krishna is thinking these Brahmanas are caste conscious. They are not Krishna conscious. They are caste conscious. Caste consciousness means they are thinking we are Brahmanas, so our level is high. Next comes is Kshatriyas, then Vaishyas, then Shudras, and then blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so they are thinking now. So Krishna is telling you, tell Kshatriya's name first. Balarama is Kshatriya, Vasudeva's son. Although Krishna is Vasudeva's son too, but Krishna now is known as a cowherd boy. He's a Vaishya. So he's telling you, tell my name first. So the Brahmanas might consider that Balarama is a Kshatriya, so we have to give proper respect. Yeah. So Krishna is telling that, but although the Brahmanas told, but they are ignoring. So we know what Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Bhoktaram Yajnatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Surudam Sarvabhutanam Jnatva Mam Shantirachati. What he's telling? Know me as the ultimate purpose of all the sacrifices. All the sacrifices which you are doing, who is the benefactor? It is Krishna alone is the benefactor. But what are the Brahmanas doing? They are not bothered about Krishna. They are bothered about going to the heavenly planets. Yeah. And also Krishna is mentioning in 9.16, what he's mentioning, Aham Kratur Aham Yajnaha Swadaham Aham Aushadham Mantroham Aham Evaicham Aham Agnir Aham Hutam. What is telling? Oh, I am the ritual. Whatever ritual you are doing, it is I. Whatever sacrifice it is you're doing, it is me. And what you're offering also is me. Whatever ghee you're putting, that is also me. Whatever herbs you are using for that sacrifice, that is also me. Fruits, that is also me. The chanting, the mantras, what you are doing, that is also me. So if Krishna is everything, but still they are ignoring Krishna and doing their sacrifice, they totally, completely ignored the cowherd boys. So we should remember what we should remember. What is the goal of our life? Is to attain Krishna. That is our goal of life. So we should not forget that. Although so learned in the scriptures, they did not understand and they went for this petty materialistic desire. What is that desire? To achieve the heavenly planets. What they are going to do? Going to the heavenly planets, they just want to enjoy with all the apsaras, the gandharvas, like that they want to enjoy. So which is temporary, which is not permanent. So why it is temporary? Because we know what is that? Brahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna. From Brahma Loka to the Patal Loka, everybody is going to die. Everybody has to take birth again and again. So their life is also very temporary. We should see for something which is permanent. What is permanent? With Krishna, we are permanent. Yeah. So that they are not saying. So we should lesson for us is we should remember what is the goal. Goal is to reach Krishna, and what we have to do, not go in for this petty material desires. Also, we should understand that if we are taking birth in the Brahmana family and doing all the Brahmanical activities also perfectly we are doing. But if you do not understand that who is Krishna, then what is the use of doing all those things? There is no use of it. So what is the definition of Brahmana in the scriptures? It is telling Brahma Janati iti Brahmana. The one who knows Brahman is a Brahmana. So these Brahmanas do not know that. Also, we should understand that whatever scriptures we are reading, it is not a competition to master them, or it is not, getting so many certificates. Yeah, but we have to understand that we have to change our behavior in such a way that it is going in line with Krishna. Okay, that should be our goal. Let's go to the next slide. Now the Gopas go back to Krishna and tell them that the Brahmanas have ignored us completely. So why did you give them this boon? Why did you ask us to go to these Brahmanas? What is the use? So Krishna, what are the acharyas telling? The acharyas are telling that Krishna is who? Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. So he is giving them a chance. Maybe if I ask them to come, they will realize that I am the Supreme Person. They will realize that not sacrifices are not all those things. So Krishna gave them a chance. So Krishna is giving a chance to all of us. Yeah, and we should be intelligent enough to take that chance. So now, because Brahmanas did not respond properly, so what Krishna is telling, he's smiling and he says, okay, no problem. You all again go back to the Brahmana's wives, and they will certainly give you. And this time, what you do, you tell my name first. Tell them that Krishna has come along with Balaram. They will understand. So why Krishna is telling? So he has actually glorified the Brahmana Patnis in this shloka. Mam jnapayata patnibhya sa sankarshanam agatam dasyanti kamam annam va smigdha mai ushita dhiya. So Krishna is telling, tell the wives of the Brahmanas that I have come here with Sankarshana. They will certainly give you all the food you want, for they are most affectionate towards me. Indeed, with their intelligence reside in me alone. So he's telling that they have used their intelligence. Brahmanas did not use their intelligence, but the wives, they used their intelligence to reside in me. They were always contemplating on Krishna, always thinking about Krishna. So how these Brahmana wives are thinking about Krishna? How do they know about Krishna? So the answer is very easy. Why? Because they are close by to Mathura, close by to Vrindavan. So anybody passerby, they are going, every day they are telling pastimes of Krishna. Every day, oh, today Nanda Baba is having a son. He's so beautiful. He's blue in color. His eyes are so lotus petal like eyes. His smile is so beautiful. His curly hair are so beautiful. They are glorifying. Oh, did you know today he killed Putana? Oh, no. Next day they come. Oh, did you know he killed Trinavarta, Shakatasura? Every day we are telling pastimes of Krishna. And these Brahmana Patnis are also listening to the scriptures, what their husbands are reciting, right? In that also, Vedasya Chaham Aham Eva Vedyo. Krishna is telling in all the Vedas, what is written only about me. Vedanta Krut Veda Videva Chaham. He's telling Krishna, everything in Vedas is about me only. So these Brahmana Patnis are hearing that also, relating this also, and they are always contemplating about Krishna, thinking about Krishna. And what is it that they wanted? They just wanted to see this one small, one jhalak of Krishna. They just wanted to see the face, looks like face of Krishna. Just like our Satyavrata Muni says in Damodara Ashtakam, I just want to see your Gopala Bala face once. Like that, these people are also thinking, I want to see their faces. Now, as soon as the Gopal boys, they came there and they are talking to the wives of Brahmanas, and they are saying, Krishna and Balaram have come, they are hungry. They did not go and listen to another word from the Gopas. Immediately they started packing whatever they had cooked for the sacrifice, okay, for the sacrificial offering. They just packed all of them and they started running. And one Acharya is mentioning, they are running, the Gopas are also running. They are not stopping. They are so eager to go and see Krishna. Okay. And Shukadeva Goswami is telling they did not wait to ask the Gopas what kind of food Krishna likes, so that we will make that and bring. No. Whatever is done, they took it. So Shukadeva Goswami is telling 4 different kinds of food they took for Krishna. What are the 4 different kinds of food? Those which are chewed, those which are gulped, those which can be licked, and those which can be sucked. So these are the 4 different types of food they took. Okay, they took their pots and they are running. So now in between, their husbands are there, their sons are there, their relatives are, they are all stopping them. Don't go, because they are seeing those cowherd boys. They are seeing that these people have taken the pots and whichever used for offering, and they are going, taking them. They are stopping. But these ladies, did they stop? They didn't stop. They just went. So very nicely here it is explained that although their husbands, brothers, sons, and other relatives tried to forbid them from going, their hope of seeing Krishna, cultivated by extensive hearing of the transcendental qualities, won out. So much they heard of Krishna that they were overcome by the desire to see him. So they did not bother about anybody else. Okay. So we have different examples in the Shastras. We know the example of Rukmini Devi, right? Rukmini also, she exemplified hearing. She heard so much that she wanted to marry him. I don't want anybody else. I just want to marry Krishna. That was it. That much hearing she has done. Yeah. So then these ladies, they are running. Also, we have an example of Shabri, right? Shabri also heard from her guru that Rama will come one day. And she just on that instruction, she is waiting every day for Rama, and Rama came. So, so like that. Then when they went to the Vana, okay, so as soon as they went, they saw Krishna over there, and beautifully Sukadev Goswami is explaining how the wives saw Krishna. Okay, they were, what can I say? They were mesmerized by the beauty of Krishna. Yeah, they were mesmerized. So what he's telling, Shamam Hiranya Paridhim Vanamalya Barhadhatu Pravala Natavesham Anavratamse Vinyasta Hastam Itarena Dhunanam Abjam Karnor Palalaka Kapola Mukhabja Asam. I read this a little bit, separating out the words, because each and every word is very, meaningful here. So what is telling Shamam? How is Krishna's complexion? He is Shama, blue in color. And what he's wearing? Hiranya Paridhim. Paridhi means clothes. What kind of clothes? Golden clothes. He's wearing yellow dhoti, always. So he's telling Hiranya Paridhi. Then he's telling Vanamalya, the flowers which you get in the forest. He's wearing a garland of those forests. Yeah. Then Barha means what? The lotus feather, peacock feather. He's putting a peacock feather in his head. Then what they are selling? Dhatu Pravala. Dhatu means what? All the minerals, variety colors of minerals which they are getting. His face is decorated by those minerals. Okay. And then Natavesham, how he is decorated, like as if he's a beautiful dancer. Dancing, dramatic dancer. Prabhupada is mentioning here the translation. As though he's a dramatic dancer, he's dressed up like that. Okay, then Vinayasta Hastam. So what he's doing with both of his hand, one hand he has put it on the shoulder of his friend, and with the other hand, what he's doing, he's twirling a lotus. He's having a lotus in his hand and he's moving it like that. And he say, okay. And also what he's doing, Kalola, Karnot Palalak. So Karna means what? Ears, right? So in his ears, what he's having, lilies are there in his ears. His ears are decorated by lilies. Yeah. And Kapola Mukhabja. So his hair are like hung over his cheeks. Okay. And his lotus-like face, what he's doing with his lotus-like face, he is smiling. Hasam, he's smiling with his beautiful face. And these ladies, they are, what do you call it? They are just, he's looking so marvelous, so beautiful, that they are just stopping there and looking at him. So what if somebody just looks at us? What we will do, we will immediately talk, right? So Krishna is saying, okay, okay, come on, ladies, please have a seat. He's welcoming them. Come, have a seat. And then they all served Krishna and all those things done. Krishna ate. So what is the lesson which we learn from here is one, when one extensively and sincerely hears about Krishna and his glories, they become eligible recipients for the Lord's mercy and are also blessed. Not only mercy, they are blessed how? With the gift of personal darshan of the Lord. So for example, we already saw Rukmini Devi, Shabari, Dhruva, Prahlad Maharaj, etc. And ears are glorified here. Why? Because ears are so strong that they awaken the love just by hearing. And then our devotional service gets a kickstart. Chalo. Because you hear immediately, yeah. See, so that's how ears are glorified. So what did they do afterwards? So as soon as they fed Krishna, what did they do? Then Krishna is like looking, they are just simply looking at Krishna. Just imagine such a beautiful face, and they are all looking at Krishna. How beautiful, how beautiful. They're not able to speak in front. So what Krishna is telling now? Okay, now that everybody has eaten to our full, our stomach is full. Now what you'll do? So he's telling certainly, I will not read the shloka. Certainly, expert personalities who can see their own true interest render unmotivated, uninterrupted devotional service directly unto me, for I am most dear to them. So he's telling, you see, not everybody can come and serve me. Anybody, just simply anybody can go and serve? No. Who can serve? Only those who are expert personalities. And how expert? In what way they are expert? They are doing the devotional service. How? Unmotivated. There's no motivation for them. Yeah. They're, see, morning also when Mataji was taking a class, she was telling, people do a service in fear, with some desire or with some duty. But the ultimate thing is what? Love. If you do service with a lot of love, then Krishna likes it. So here, same way, Krishna is telling us what? Unmotivated it should be. If unless you are having that much love towards Krishna, then you will not do your unmotivated devotional service. So he's telling unmotivated and uninterrupted also. All of us are very interrupted devotional service we do, right? Morning we will be doing chanting. Okay, finish chanting, and then we are doing something else. We are spending time with our children. We are doing this, we are doing that, cleaning the house. This is unmotivated. But sorry, this is an interrupted devotional service. But these ladies, they were doing uninterrupted devotional service. That is why they are expert personalities. Krishna is telling them expert personalities. And why they are doing all these things? Because I am very dear to them. They all love me so much. So loving service definition, Krishna himself is giving. How you have to serve me, I will tell you. So Krishna has told, okay, you have to be ahaituki, don't have any desire, okay, then no, and avyavahita, unobstructed, no mental speculation should be there, no selfish desires, okay. So all these things Krishna is mentioning. And after saying this, then Krishna is telling them to go now. Now that you have fed us, now that we are happy, you have seen, I have fulfilled your desire. You wanted to see me, right? So you have seen, now you go back to your husbands and help them in their service. In whatever rituals they are doing, you help them. Immediately, the wives of the Brahmanas, they started crying. How can you ask us to go? We have left everything. We left our family, we left our children, relatives, everybody, and we have taken shelter under your lotus feet. You only tell, right? Who takes shelter under my lotus feet? I will never leave them. I will always take care of them. So now why are you asking us to go back? So the ladies are talking like this, and then Krishna says, no, then no, no, they also say that, oh, our husband, they will not take us back because we left their house, no? We didn't listen to them, right? So how? So Krishna says, nothing, they will listen because I assure you that they will accept you back. And he asked them to go. And what he asked them, not to just go and help them. He says in the shloka, Shravanat darshanat dhyanan mai bhavo anukirtanat na tatha sannikarshena pratiyata tato gruhan. He's telling Shravanat, listen, hear about me. It is by hearing about me, see my deity form, meditate upon me, and chant my names and glories, that love for me will develop. And not by physical proximity, just sitting besides me, you will not get any devotional or or love for me. Therefore he's telling, go back and do all these things. You were doing all these things before also, and that is why you could hear me, you could see me directly. So it's telling, now you go back and you do all these things. So indirectly he is telling all of us what we have to do. Always hear about Krishna, see him in the deity form, always meditate upon him, and always chant his glories, read Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and you will be automatically near to Krishna. You don't have to be, because Krishna always says, what is it? Narada once asked, where can I find you? So what Krishna says, yatra gayanti mad bhakta tatra tishtami Narada. Wherever my bhaktas are glorifying me, I am going and sitting there. So Krishna is always there whenever we are doing all these things. So the point to be noted here is devotional service can be performed anywhere and everywhere. We don't have to be physically present near Krishna. And devotees, they don't want to go to Krishna Loka. They just are interested in the service of the Lord. Okay, they don't even worry about where they are placed, whether they are in heaven or hell or in Krishna Loka. They just want to do service to Krishna. So now the Brahmana wives, they go back to their houses, and as Krishna had said, the Brahmanas, they will accept them. Okay, now, but the Brahmanas are like lamenting now. Why did they stop these wives to go? And why did they not do all the service themselves? Then they are they are thinking, oh, they condemned. What did they condemn? Their threefold birth. What is that threefold birth? One is physical birth, one is Brahminical initiation, that is the second birth. Third birth is what? When they are initiated into doing Vedic sacrifices. And whatever vow of celibacy, they are condemning that. We did all these things, and still we are not able to realize the greatness of Krishna. Then say they are thinking about their wives. Oh, these wives of mine, these women, they did not go any undergo any purificatory process. They did not live as brahmacharis in a gurukula and study all the scriptures. No, they didn't do. They didn't perform any austerities also. Simply they are housewives listening and serving their husbands, and they are able to understand Krishna. But how they are able to do it? With the firm devotion they have for Krishna. So much firm devotion. They are talk and they are thinking that on the other hand, no such devotion for the Lord is there for them. Although they have executed all these processes, they did not get any devotion for the Lord. So the offense of Brahmanas resembles our position also in this material world. What is our position? In the course of our sadhana, when we are doing our devotional service, what we do, we sometimes forget what is the devotional process, purpose of doing this devotional service. So we should always remember that the purpose is to become a devotee of the Lord. Yeah. So the Brahmana wives, by simply hearing the glories of the Lord and description of his pastimes, got themselves absorbed in his bhakti and attained the highest position of being very, very dear to the Lord, to Krishna. So that was our first pastime of Krishna. Let's go to the second pastime, which is how Krishna rescues NandaMaharaja from the clutches of Varuna-Dev. Okay, so here you are seeing Nanda Baba with the soldiers of Varuna. Okay, so on the we all know about Govardhan Puja. On Govardhan Puja day, after that, after 11 days, there was an Ekadashi. On that Ekadashi, Nanda Maharaj fasted. And on Dwadashi, because the Parayan time was early or some time, he just wanted to go and have an early bath. Okay, so he, along with his cowherd friends, cowherd men, they all went to Yamuna river, and they went to take a dip in the Yamuna. As soon as Nanda Baba went inside the Yamuna river, immediately Varuna Deva's associates, they were roaming around. So what they did, they just caught hold of Nanda Maharaj and they took him to Varuna. Yeah. Because they were considering that it is an inauspicious time that he has entered the Yamuna river. So they brought him in front of Varuna Deva. So now, cowherd men, what did they do? Immediately they are searching for Nanda Baba, and they didn't find him anywhere. They searched so much. And what did they do immediately? They are crying, "Oh Krishna, oh Balaram, help." See, we are seeing only small children when they are, they are in anxiety or they are scared. What they do, they'll call up mom and dad, please come help. But here, elders, Nanda Baba's friends, cowherd men, they are calling Krishna and Balaram, small children, for help. So that much confidence they had in Krishna and Balaram, that much faith they had in Krishna Balaram. Okay. So here acharyas are mentioning that association of devotees is so important. See, that when we are in trouble, what they will do? They will at least say, Krishna, Krishna, help. They will pray to Krishna to, help us. Even though we are not able to pray, but they will pray. So association is very, very important. Yeah. So they are calling Krishna. So now we might sometimes wonder who was this Varuna Deva. So it is described. It is It is described that Varuna Deva is an in charge for oceans and rivers. In short, all the water bodies. He's in charge for all the water bodies. Okay, and he's the proprietor of all the treasurers in water. Yeah. So, and he's the governor of night and darkness. And then, if we remember, the conch shell of Arjuna, Devadatta, it was given to him by Varuna Deva only. Okay, so these were his glories. And in second canto, 10th chapter, 9th shloka, in the purport, Prabhupada is mentioning that Varuna Deva is a controlling deity of tongue also. What we are speaking or what is the taste. For tongue also, he is the controlling deity. So, I will go to the next. So now, as soon as Krishna hears these devotees, these cowherd men shouting, he goes and he understands the situation. And what Krishna does, he will immediately run to Varuna's planet. So how he goes to Varuna's planet, he will jump inside Yamuna, and through Yamuna, he will go to the Varuna's planet. That is what is mentioned by Sukadeva Goswami, and he will rescue. Now we'll just go back to the time when these Varuna's associates, they will bring Nanda Baba to Varuna. Okay. Now Varuna is saying, oh, this person is having Kantimala. He's having Kantimala. He's putting tilak. Looks like a devotee. Okay. So definitely. And then he suddenly realizes that he is Nanda Baba. He is Krishna's father. And now Varuna is scared of Krishna's father. You brought Krishna's father. I don't know what Krishna will do. So what he's doing, he's going to the entrance of his palace and he's waiting for Krishna because he knows Krishna will come. He's waiting there for Krishna. So when Krishna comes, Varuna Deva is so pleased, he's so excited, pleasantly excited, at Krishna's arrival. So he's bringing him inside, he's making him sit, and he's doing offering worship with so many paraphernalia, and and then what he's telling Krishna, oh Krishna, that you have come, the goal of my life is achieved after seeing you. The body which I have taken, it has served its purpose. That it has seen, that is the purpose of my life. So that has been served. So, then he's telling that those who take shelter, those who accept the lotus feet of the Lord, for them what happens? They will transcend the path of material existence. So then he asked forgiveness, please forgive that my foolish, ignorant servants, they don't know that he's your father. So they brought. So then he is telling, okay, you are Paramatma in everybody's heart. So you already know what they don't, I don't have to tell you. So, but still he says, please forgive me, like that. So, here one lesson is that increasing possessions is not the success of our life. What is the success of life? Human life? It is seeing Krishna. That is a success. So now, after Nanda Baba, he takes Nanda Baba home. Krishna and Balaram will, Krishna will take NandaMaharaja from Varuna's palace and he will bring him to Vrindavan again. Okay, so Nand Baba is like astonished to see this opulent palace of Varuna. Okay, and how Krishna came there, and Varuna is praising him, he's worshipping Krishna, and he's talking so great. So he's astounded, he's just looking at everything, without saying a word, he's looking at each of them, what is going on, like that. So when he comes out to Vrindavan, when Krishna is not around, he called all those cowherd men and he's telling them, did you know where I went? Oh, I went to Varunadeva. Varunadeva took me. And what happened? He's telling the glories. Oh, Varunadeva's palace is so beautiful and so opulent. And did you know what he did? When Krishna came, he said, come, come, come. And he is worshipping Krishna with so many different paraphernalia. He gave my son so many gifts, which my son, of course, rejected because, Krishna has everything. He doesn't want anything. That the palace of Varunadeva is only belonging to Krishna. So he doesn't want anything. So, and also, he's calling him the seer of everything. Means what? He's a Paramatma in everybody's heart. So he knows what is happening in everybody's heart. So he's seer of everything. And he's also, Varuna is also calling him the creator of all the universe, of all this world. And so many things he's telling. So also Varuna mentioned my son Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead, and also told that he's absolute truth. And there is no trace of illusionary energy only with him, because he is only doing all this, right? Illusionary energy, Maya Devi is like his creation only. So hearing all these things, Nanda Baba is actually remembering what Garga Muni told him. Garga Muni at the time of Krishna's naming ceremony, he tells that is none other than Narayana himself. So that he's remembering. And all these residents of Vrindavan, of Vraja, they are immediately thinking, they are so, simple, that they are our definitely this Krishna, he is definitely supreme personality of Godhead. You know why? Because he was just 3 days old, man, when he killed Putana. And imagine Shakatasura, imagine Trinavarta, imagine this. They are all thinking, how normal child will they do like this? They cannot do. Definitely, this Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead only, because Varunadeva is also saying definitely. And now they are thinking, if Varunadeva's palace is so beautiful, just imagine how beautiful the palace of the Lord will be, supreme personality of Godhead will be. So now they are having a slight desire. Will we ever see? Will we be able to see what Krishna's planet will be? What will be how the palace of Krishna will be in Vaikuntha or in Goloka? How it will be? But then they immediately brush off. No, we are not supposed to ask this like that. So, but Krishna, because he is the Paramatma in everybody's heart, Krishna understood all these things. So he said, okay, you want to see? Fine, I will show you. And what he does, he takes them to Yamuna river near I think it's called Brahmaridi, from where Akrura also sees darshan. Akrura also gets a darshan of Krishna Balram inside the water, right? Yeah. So that place. And he says, okay, just go dip inside, take a dip inside, and then they go inside, take a dip to inside. What's happening? Yeah, then they are immediately transported to Vaikuntha planet. And there they are seeing Krishna is sitting, four-handed form, sitting with Lakshmi Devi there, and thousands of Lakshmis are there, thousands of men, and with so much awe and reverence, they are, worshipping Krishna over there. And there are so many beautiful, beautiful people. They are, doing musical instruments for Krishna. There's so many beautiful animals over there, peacocks and all those things. They are mesmerized. My goodness, such a beautiful place, Vaikuntha. And then afterwards, Krishna says, okay, chalo, chalo, let's go. Then where they are going? They are going to Goloka. And what they are seeing in Goloka, they are seeing Krishna dancing with Radharani and all the other gopis. They are seeing Krishna, Yashoda Maya and Krishna, same pastime he is doing. Damodara pastime they are seeing. They are seeing themselves also along with their cows, going for cow herding. And so Krishna is there with the cows. This is Goloka planet. And they were wondering something different. So then they realized that Krishna in Golok Vrindavan and in Goloka Vrindavan is the same. There is no difference between Goloka and Goloka Vrindavan. And they are so happy. They just come out of the Yamuna water, take a dip, and they are in so much ananda. So, so much bliss they are that they again, of course, probably Krishna covered again with the Maya, and they were again the same cowherd boys, cowherd men and women. So that way, Krishna showed them both Vaikuntha and Goloka according to their desires. So that was the pastime of how Krishna, rescued Nand Baba from there. Yeah. So with this, today's session we complete, and at the ending we will take the shloka. Shrunvatam swakatha Krishna punya shravana kirtana hridayantasto hi abhadrani vidhunoti suhrutsatam. Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, 17th shloka. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is Paramatma, super soul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses the desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee, who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. So when you're hearing and chanting the Lord's name, all the abhadra in your heart will all go away. So let's all just keep on listening to Krishna's pastimes so that we also can get purified, and one day we can also see Krishna and can be with Krishna, play with him. Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Vansha Kalpatarupesha, Kripasintu Devacha, Patitanam, Pavanekyo Krishna. Please forgive me if I've done any mistakes, and also kindly correct me also wherever I am wrong. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, you can start the slideshow.
Yeah, I'll just start it, Prabhu.
I'm supposed to read this, Prabhuji?
Yeah, Mataji. You have to read some of the slides. You will have to read, and then after that there is a video after this.
Okay. So, our prayers and blessings to you and your family and friends for participating. Oh, glories of Kartika month. If somebody lights a lamp in the temple of Lord Sri Hari, even for a short time in the month of Kartik, then whatever sins he has acquired for millions of kalpas, one kalpa equals 1,000 Chaturyugas, are all destroyed. Padma Puran. Hari Bhakti Vilas, charity, yajna, japa, austerity performed in the month of Kartik brings a result, O best of Brahmanas, that will never be destroyed. Skanda Puran, one who during the month of Kartik gives a small gift to Lord Vishnu attains a result that will never be destroyed. Of the 12 months, Kartika is most dear to Lord Krishna. To anyone who even slightly worships Lord Vishnu during this time, the month of Kartik gives residence in the Lord Vishnu's transcendental abode, Padma Puran. In the Skanda Puran, it is said the pious result obtained by bathing in all the holy places and giving all charities is not equal to 1/10,000,000th part of the result obtained by following the vow of Kartika. Hari Bhakti Vilas 1632. Kartika is the best of the months, the most pious of pious deeds, the most purifying of all that purify. Hari Bhakti Vilas 16.36. Lord Krishna is pleased by the offering of a single lamp during the month of Kartika. Lord Krishna glorifies anyone who lights a lamp for someone else to offer. In Skanda Puran, it is said when one offers a lamp during the month of Kartika, his sins in many thousands and millions of births perish in half an eye blink. Temple organized cultural services about ISKCON worldwide, daily programs at the temple, chanting, darshan, glorification through scriptures, bhajan, sandhya, karuna, action force. House programs, bhakti vrukshas to discuss and understand and practice the spiritual topics. Madhav's Garden, Vedic knowledge to children in a systematic and fun-filled manner. Youth programs, inspiring and interactive sessions, seminars and courses for the systematic study of scriptures.
In the Skanda Puran, Lord Brahma and Sage Narada converse that the month of Kartik is very dear to Lord Krishna. When one offers a lamb during the month of Kartik, his sins of many thousands and millions of births perish in half an eye blink. Even if there is no mantras, no pious deeds, and no purity, everything becomes perfect when a person offers a lamb during the month of Kartik. Person who offers a lamb to Lord Krishna during the month of Damodar becomes very glorious and fortunate. No sins exist anywhere in the three worlds that will not be purified by offering a lamb to Lord Keshav during Kartik. A person who offers a lamb to Lord Damodar during Kartik attains the eternal spiritual world where there is no suffering.
Prabhuji, previous slides, Prabhuji, eighth slide.
Riksha Mataji, Rajapre Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Mataji. This also the preacher has
Okay.
to read. Yeah, Mataji.
Okay. Karuna Action Force. Karuna Action Force was constituted to help the needy during these troubled times. 400 plus kits distributed to devotees and well-wishers. Supported Indian Community Relief Fund as well as the Bahrain's government's initiative FINA Care. Supported devotees by sponsoring their air tickets to India, supporting children of from our community by paying school fees, supported many temples and congregations around the world, including Mayapur, Vrindavan, Chennai, Trivandrum, Bangladesh, etc. Devotees can offer the following services to the Lord: Abhishekam, Prasadam sponsorship, Boga offerings, DD dresses, Sri Narsimha Sri Krishna Archana, flowers and garlands for temple maintenance, special occasions including samskaras like naming ceremony, annaprashana, birthdays, anniversaries, remembrance days, etc. can also be celebrated in ISKCON.
Mameshwaram Satchidanandarupam Satkundalam Gokule Vrajamanam Yashodapiyo Luka Ladavamanam परं भ्रष्टमात्यन्त तोदृत्यगोप्या रुदं तमुहुर्नेत्रं युग्मं मृजन्ता कराम्बोजयुग्मेन सातङ्कनेत्रा मुहुश्वासकं पतिरेकाङ्ककण्ठा चित्तदैवं दामोदरं भक्तिपदम् इति दृक्ष्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तं वाक्यापयन्तम् तदीयेषु तज्ञेषु भक्तिजितात्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्त्वं सदा वेत्ति वन्दे परं देवामोक्षं न मोक्षं वदिं वा न चान्यमृणेऽहं वा रेषादपि इदं ते वपूर्णात् गोपालबालं सदा मे मनसा विरस्तां किमन्ये इदं ते मुखाम्बोजम् अत्यन्तनीले धृतं कुन्तले स्निग्धरक्तश्च गोपा मुहुशुम्बितां बिम्ब रक्ताधरं मे मनसा विरस्तमलं लक्ष्यलाभे नमो देवदामोदर अनन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःख जालाब्धिमग्ना कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्या त्वदीनां भक्तानो गृहाणेश मामाज्ञ मेदाक्षिदृश कुबेरात्मजो बद्ध मूर्त्वैव यात्वा त्वया मोचितो भक्तिवा जोक्तो च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं सकामे प्रयास नमो शीघ्रहो मे स्थिता मोदरेह नमस्तेस्तु दाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयदरायत विश्वसदाम्ने नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं नमामीश्वरां सा चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् नमामीश्वरां
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Kirtanisha Prabhuji.
Kirtanesh Prabhu is here. I think Prabhu is not there, Prabhu.
Fine, okay. Hare Krishna, Mataji, Priyasakhi Mataji. Thank you very much, Mataji, for a wonderful session. Hare Krishna. Now I request Parameshwari Mataji to glorify and thank Priyasakhi Mataji. Parameshwari Mataji.
Very good. Hare Krishna. Dano Pranam to all. Thanks to management for giving me this opportunity to glorify Her Grace Prajapriya Mataji. Actually, she takes very nice class, and I like her class very much. Actually, I'm a strong fan of her class. So today also she explained very nicely, very informative class, and presentation also was very nice, and the picture collection also was also nice and very appropriate. So the few points I pick up are hearing is the most important, and everything belongs to Krishna. There is no difference between Goloka and Bhuloka Vrindavan. And by hearing Krishna Katha, we can be with Krishna always. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. And thank you again, Parel, and happy Diwali to all.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Parameshwari Mataji.
Hari Bol.
Thank you very much, Priyasakhi Mataji. Hare Krishna. We now come to the concluding part of the program this evening. I request Bhaktin Radharasika to kindly sing the Narasimha Vandana for the protection of all the assembled devotees for their good health. Hare Krishna. Radharasika. बोलो श्री श्री विनाश नरसिंह देव भगवान की जय। भक्तराज प्रहलाद महाराज की, जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की, श्रील गुरुदेव की जय।
नमस्ते नरसिंहाय
वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोन्मुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं सर्वतं नमाम्यहम्। जय नरसिंह, श्री नरसिंह, जय जय श्री नरसिंह। हरे कृष्णा। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रील गुरुदेव की जय, all the assembled devotees की जय। हरे कृष्णा। On behalf of management, I would humbly offer my pranam at the Lord's feet of all the assembled devotees for your kind presence for the whole program. It was indeed a very nectarian class, Mataji. Hare Krishna. All the children are enjoying all these days. Gaura children, Smita children. We also enjoyed your session, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji. As Parameshwari Mataji mentioned, your class was very nectarian indeed. Thank you very much.
Mercy, everybody liked it, bro.
Hare Krishna,
Not
Mataji. Absolutely fantastic, Mataji. Hare Krishna. It was very in detail and very important points were actually here. We are just waiting for the YouTube link to come so that we can share to many devotees who can get benefit of this, who have missed this session this evening. Hare Krishna. And also on behalf of the management, I would extend the heartful wishes to all the devotees on every auspicious Deepavali. Hare Krishna, also seeking the blessings of all the devotees for our spiritual advancements. Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam, Vancha Kalpatarupyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Anand Koti Vaishnavendra ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. And I must thank His Grace Vamsidhari Prabhu for comparing the whole session on the media. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Vamsidhari Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.